Floor, David Locke, along with Ron Boone.
Absolutely.
Dr. Duncanstein was talking about you.
Really? The fastest of them all? No, that's
Ricky
the Golden
Green.
Griff.
The Golden Griff.
Right.
Yes, he said, by the way, Daryl Griffith, Dr. Duncanstein is here to give Donovan Mitchell his Slam Dunk Award. I asked Quinn Snyder about the Slam Dunk Award. We're past that.
Yes.
We got a basketball game to play tonight.
Tonight.
Oops.
Tomorrow. Monday.
Oops, I shouldn't have done that. So I hope you all had a great break. We're glad to be back with you. The Jazz still have an 11-game win streak, and Connor can take this off of us because you don't care about us. So go take pictures of Ricky Rubio, who will play tonight. Raul Neto will not play tonight. That is the news there. So you'll probably see Donovan Mitchell play some point guard. You might even see Joe Ingles slide into the point guard position a little bit tonight. Neto sprained an ankle in shoot-around today, and so he is not available for tonight's game. And it's a tough task to be missing both Dante Exum and Raul Neto because you've got Damian Lillard and you've got C.J. McCollum coming at you.
Well, you're looking at 5 more fouls, without him, but guys that can play that position. And, obviously, that Raul can shoot the 3. He does a lot of things well. I think he impacts the ball game the majority of the time when he's in there. But the important thing is having that other defender at that guard position that's capable of defending, and he has 5 fouls. I mean, if we get into foul trouble now, what does that do? That puts Joe, that puts Donovan in a bad situation there as well. Hershey Hawkins.
Hawk, you can come talk to us. You don't know. I mean, you can come. We can talk game. Come on, Hawk.
Gray beard.
What's up with the gray beard? Yeah, no, we're not. We're like live. You're live on YouTube. Hershey Hawk is one of the great
live on
shooters.
YouTube? Oh,
yeah.
crap.
We're like doing it for the young kids now. We're trying to adapt.
Hey, well, so am I. I think all of us are trying to adapt.
So after the game, is there gonna we need a 3? Who else is here? We got you. We got Golden Griff. We got Hawk. We could have some no defense and a lot of scoring. You played a little D though.
Well, I had to. When you're in Seattle, George Karl made you play defense, so you weren't playing. So that was one of them you had to adapt.
That's right.
Not by my choice.
You both you and Golden Griff would like this era of 12. Griff was told his friend goes, I made 93s in the year I broke the NBA record. Steph does that in 2 weeks.
I know, yeah. Only to be playing today and putting up the amount of threes would be a dream come true.
You probably have some funny stories of taking 5 or 6 and having somebody tell you that was too many.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, we talk about it often. Where if you took that amount, the coach would look at you like drive the ball to the basket. Go to the hoop, get fouled, But, it's a fun game to watch now, so I get the enjoyment of watching them shoot the threes.
And Tyler, you're working with the Blazers organization now, if I remember correctly, right?
Yes, still with the Blazers. So having a good time.
How many years is that?
This is year 9 in player program, so I get to work with our players. We got a good group. I just try to make sure everything's all right with them.
Well, you've got Dame, who's really special in the community. I mean, the work that he's done with Special Olympics and some of those programs, he's one of the really special players in this league out in the community.
Oh, yeah, we wish all of them were like Dame. Just very responsible, understands sort of where he came from and the success that he's had and just playing it forward. And I think that just goes with the way he was raised. His mom and his grandparents instilled the fact that when you become successful, you give back. And, he does a great job of that. It's fun to work with him.
He does. He goes to schools and talk to kids about bullying there as well. If I remember reading right, the last time we were there, that's something that he does. Bullying, and I'm sure this guy right here was bullied. He probably would like to, when he was in school.
I'll be totally honest, just to be really real here for a second. Yeah. I had this conversation with my wife today. I was bullied, and I was beat up a ton by older kids in the school. And so all I could do was fight back and get my ass kicked. Yeah. And I used to fight back and just get the beat out of me. And it makes me really scary about what we have going on now, because that was my only choice then. Yeah. Right? And not to get too serious and too heavy, but you do wonder a little bit, like these kids now do have these terrible other choices, and we're seeing what happens in Florida and places like that. And the Jonathan Martin story today is really weird, and that's my niece and my nephew's school, where they couldn't go to school today because Jonathan Martin threatened their school today. So, it's touching me today, but a little bit to Dame's work, I was the 5th grade kid who the 7th graders beat up on, and all you could do was go not be a loser and fight back and get your ass kicked, and that's because all you had. And unfortunately today, there's bad other options.
Yeah, that's true. He does. He has a huge anti-bullying program that he does in Portland. Yeah, he goes into the schools and speaks, and he does a great job with it, just bringing awareness to it, and just hopefully, getting kids to understand that there are other ways to communicate and get along with each other, but besides the bullying aspect.
Let me ask you a question I think you have an interesting perspective on. The easy answer everyone's asking was, what do you see in Donovan? What do you see in Donovan? The thing we see in Donovan is a joyousness. There's just an energy and a zest. The zest would be the right. Dame had that a little bit as a rookie. It's how does a player keep that zest with all the noise around them?
I think with Dame it was, just maybe a little chip on his shoulder as well, and maybe that's with Donovan as well, where people overlooked you, didn't think you had the talent or whatever to be as successful as he had in this league, and to see that joy, it's contagious, and I think it rubs off on the players. And this kid is special, and he's fun to watch, and you just hope that he continues with that, and no one comes along and tries to change it or get him to change his personality. That he just continues to enjoy the game.
What is your thought? How does he keep this?
I think he keeps it because that measuring stick came to him very early in the league, summer league, in the summer league that he went to California to play in. Once you get that measuring stick that's I belong, then you come up some inner cockiness, I think, for the most part, where you can get it done. And then his toughness. And, I talk about that toughness quite a bit. And I don't know if Damian was like that early when he first came into the league. You have to have some toughness and not be afraid of, what's going on in the league.
Damian definitely had it and still has it. And, yeah, they are similar in a lot of ways. And, it should be fun watching them tonight.
All right. So should we tell? I'm trying to remember what your years were, because I came to Seattle
a long time ago.
But I came to Seattle in I left here and came to Seattle in 98. You were still there, I think.
Yes.
You got traded in either the deadline of 99 or 2000?
2000.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you miss the Vernon Maxwell, Gary Payton locker room?
I did. I missed that. But
yeah. Gary Payton, Ruben Patterson bus?
I did.
Did you miss the Sean Kemp deadline? Yes. Wait a sec. Is there a parallel to a veteran leader leaving the team and then everything falling apart in Seattle?
It wasn't my choice, but when you bring up those stories, I'm glad I got out. And
take me back to this playoff series 95-6 with the Sonics and the Jazz, and your memories of that.
Oh, great playoff series. And it's funny, even though we won that series, the only game that I really remember is coming here game 6 and being just drilled. They beat us by like 45 or 44, something like that. And just thinking about, man, this is a playoff game. This is game 6, and we're getting crushed by 40-something. Just how good that team was with Stockton and Malone and Jeff Hornacek, and how great of a series it was. And really how blessed we were to get out of it, because they were really talented.
I got to go up and do TV here, but I just want to bring up, I retired in 81, and I moved back to Nebraska for a few years, so I did a little work at Creighton with Willis Reed and Bradley, huh? So just want you to know.
Long time ago.
Well, it's got to be a long time ago, because he puts a hat on. He doesn't mess up his hair when he puts on a hat, and you got a gray beard. So it's got to be a long time ago. On that note, that's On the Floor. Thanks to Hawk for stopping by. We should have gotten him to tell Gary Payton stories, but those can't go. We're on YouTube. We can do anything we want. That's the great Hersey Hawkins. That's On the Floor. Hope you had fun with us today. Thanks for tuning in. We're now doing them on YouTube, so we can post them at utahjazz.com/lockedonjazz or lockedonjazz.net after every game or after we're done. So if you miss the show live at 6 or an hour before tip-off, you can always get it afterwards at utahjazz.com/lockedonjazz or at lockedonjazz.net.